A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Ramik Wilson on the tackle. On second down, Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run there by McCoy. 51 yards on the ground. Mariota. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, go. Sound go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59.
Better bring it.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, Holden.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or are asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10. Bravo. 46-yard line.
Mike's 59.
Foles. Man open left side is Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
What we got?
59. Hey, they're scared. Mike's 5'9.
Now Foles. He's got his tight end, Burton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
I got it.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Simple.
Throwing on 2nd down. Foles. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And Jones has it over the middle. He's at the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. On 2nd and 9, Mariota.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Vontae Jackson.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Washington Redskins, 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They're going to look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is caught inside the 15. 27 yards there, a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. So
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, seam 6. To go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
To go.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going to run you over.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on second and long. Foles. And some room to roam now. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Andy Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Foles. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up."
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Yo. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
Go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Yes.
On three. Motion.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Foles. Looking for White on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Go.
2nd and 4. Completion left side to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Foles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming to exit. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you...
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down and 4, Mariota. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball... And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6.
And he loses the football a second time. And Mariota still down. Remember, he had the knee issue in college. Hope it's not that. He's slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Nifty move. Able to power through. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. It's caught. Jones. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Left.
The Redskins
Go.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Derek Wolfe able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
And
this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Redskins 31. Jason Myers set to kick
And after the
off.
touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
39-yard line.
Get it.
McCarron going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.